Have you ever had an opponent, make you feel this way? I know you're kind of pretty even keel and stuff, but he's been saying a lot of stuff. I'm sure it makes it easier to get out of bed every day and train and things like that. But has anyone kind of motivated you in this way that he's approaching you?
I don't like I do. It's just weird. It doesn't get under my skin or anything like that at all. It just like I said, I'm sort of happy and thankful. I'm like, oh, cheers, you know what I mean? Like you could do all that, build the hype, say what you want. All I need to do is again be that veteran, be that experienced guy that goes out there and just shows you what's up, and then that's just the perfect ending to that story. You know what I mean? And he's doing a great job. So I'm like, cheers, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I enjoy it. I really do. So it doesn't get under my skin. There's so many reasons for me to be motivated. As I've always said, I'm disciplined. I'm going to turn up in the gym. If I've got a job or a goal ahead, that's it. I'm locked in. But it was easy coming off a loss. People with this, 35-year-old thing or like, whatever it is, like all these narratives, I love it. You know what I mean? Everyone knows I thrive in these moments. When people doubt me, it's the best.
Ilya, obviously you consider yourself a champion already, but do you look at this fight as any different than any of your others, or is it just, hey, I can go in there, I win, and I continue my momentum?
I just prepare myself like in every fight. I prepare myself for a difficult fight. I'm ready and prepared to be victorious on February 17th. So I don't see any difference, to be honest. It's like a normal opponent I got on my way.
Obviously, you consider yourself to be the better fighter than Alex, but in what area do you think you'll show how much better you are than him?
Everywhere. I'm better than him everywhere.
Do you think, maybe outside of yourself, he's the greatest featherweight of all time? Obviously, there's Jose Aldo, there's Max Holloway.
Oh, yeah, he's going to stay in the featherweight book for a while. That's for sure. He will be remembered as one of the greatest in the featherweight division. He was a great champion. Yeah.
You mentioned motivations. I want to know if this tweet from UFC 264 is the motivation in this fight at all. Thought I'd bet a little money on Ryan Hall and accidentally added an extra 0. So we're winning big or losing big tonight.
Yeah, I remember that actually. So I didn't. I think he might have replied back then as well, and he was dirty that I didn't know who he was. But I was like, chill out, bro. You know what I mean? Like I know I think that's he just thought he was always a superstar, I guess. But I'm like, mate, it wasn't a harsh dig at you. I'm like, I'm the one who lost money, mate. What are you angry about?
Do you remember how much you put on that?
No, it wasn't too much anyway. But I mean, obviously an extra 0 more than I wanted.
He's obviously heard some of the things you've been saying, and he saw your Instagram bio, and he wants you to go and personally change it should you lose this Saturday. Do you think he's taking your words a little bit too seriously? Do you think he's using them to motivate himself? What do you make of his reaction to what you're saying?
To be honest, what I do in my Instagram bio, that's my thing. I don't know why he's looking to my Instagram, to be honest. I never saw his Instagram. Never. If I saw something about him, it was because the people around me send me, not because I go to his Instagram and I want him to change something personally and this and that.
How do you see this fight playing out on Saturday? How do you win the fight?
I see myself knock him out in the first round.
Alex, there are obviously lots of times in your career that you've been considered the underdog, but I don't know if I've ever sensed a time before a fight, maybe because of the loss, where everyone's really sort of saying, oh, this is the guy to dethrone Alex. Do you feel like this is the most counted out you've been so far in your career?
Or as champion?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so. What about with the Max, the third one? Or probably not. Yeah, this would probably be the most, which is good. Like I said, like I don't like... It doesn't get to me. It's like it's building this fight up, because if I didn't go out there and do what happened in October, these conversations are much different. Believe me. You know what I mean? You can say what you want. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy. We'll see if let's post-fight press conference. Yeah, it's going to be a totally different conversation. You're going to be all of a sudden saying, man, what are you going to do at featherweight? There's nothing left for you. Look what you're doing to these guys. So that's how I'm looking at this fight. Again, I prepared properly. I'm ready, for a young, hungry prospect to come and bring a fight. But I won't be surprised, and you shouldn't be surprised if I make it look easy. I'm not saying that's exactly how it is. I'm not cocky like that. I prepared properly, but if he doesn't land a punch and I ragdoll him and make him look like nothing in there, you shouldn't be surprised. And I guarantee you, even though all this talk, post-fight press conference, you're just sitting there saying like, oh yeah, he didn't stand a chance. And the tone is going to be totally different.
And the comments you made about not wanting to give a title shot to some of these other contenders. It seems like it's made Yair Rodriguez and Brian Ortega very upset. They've done some interviews saying that they really want to fight you. Do you think because those fights are now bigger and there'll be more tension, would you consider it?
Who doesn't want to fight me right now? Who not? I didn't become a UFC World Champion yet. I have 3 more days to do it. They are really calling me out. Everyone. Why?
Yeah, because they want to fight you.
Yeah.
And you're a big deal.
Yeah. Red Panty Nights.
But I'm glad it's not, because I want the hype. So keep saying all that stuff. You're saying the right stuff anyway.
He was actually here a while ago, and he was breaking down your skills, and he was saying that he's seen it before. You throw kicks, you follow up punches, and you try and push them to the cage, and that's all you have. I don't know if you're obviously considered a very cerebral fighter who can break things down meticulously. Do you think he is that, or do you think he's almost a bit more raw and sort of brute strength, and it isn't actually that sort of as thought out as you?
Well, him just saying that, like he doesn't know the details, like, you know what I mean? Then I know for a fact he does not understand the game like me. So for him to just think that I'm just kicking, like, and doesn't understand timing, the distance, there's so many different layers there. Like, if you don't understand that, mate, I'm going to mop the floor with you this weekend. So hopefully that's just all talk. Otherwise, it's going to be a walk in the park for me.
Yeah. If you win this fight, I think you'd be the 11th male to win a UFC title with an undefeated record, which is obviously a huge accomplishment. When you think about, being undefeated and getting here, is that something you put a lot of pressure on yourself? And I guess what would it mean for you to join that group of very small people who have been undefeated UFC champions?
Not at all, to be honest. I don't care about that. I just accept everything that comes to my way. That's it. If I had to be undefeated to this long, I'm grateful about that fact. If not, I'm never going to lose the trust in myself.
How much do you think your life is going to change if you win this? People are talking a lot about how popular you are in Spain and these places in Europe.
To be honest, I don't care about that kind of things. I just want to be happy, which I am. I'm already very happy with my life, with everything I got. So any result gonna change my life. I'm a happy man, and I will keep as a happy man after this Saturday night too.
He's one of these young guys, right, who has that sort of bravado and stuff like that. Do you think that could potentially work against him, right? If he's already calling himself champion, do you think he could go in there almost having thought he's done it before he's done it, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, look, man, he's probably just playing the game. He's probably just doing a great job. Good on him. Like I said, I appreciate it. But, yeah, I mean, like the good thing is hype. He's doing all that, like, but it can bite you in the ass, mate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine what it's going to be like? Once I get my hand raised, I'm wearing that belt, and like, because playing the whole superstar thing, and like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. Conor McGregor, no top guys are going to, just all this sort of stuff, and you go out there and, mate, everyone's going to completely forget about you, man. It's going to hurt. That's going to hurt him a lot. How does he bounce back from that? Yeah, but I mean, like I think he's just playing the game. He's probably clever. He's smart. Like, he's just playing the game. He's probably preparing properly, knowing that, all right, I know I'm talking a lot. This can go really good or can go really bad. But, yeah, I think he's just playing the game well.
Over here. If all goes well for you on Saturday night, how do you envision your reign as a UFC champion?
What did you say?
If all goes well for you on Saturday night, how do you envision your reign as a UFC champion?
As one of the greatest. As one of the greatest in the featherweight division. And they're going to remember me too, as they're going to remember Jose Aldo in the division, Conor McGregor, to Alexander Volkanovski. I'm going to put myself in that book.
Last time at featherweight, the storyline against Yair Rodriguez was, will Volk be able to deal with Yair's unorthodox style and, question mark kicks, all that. So now it's the challenge of a young and hungry, undefeated contender in Ilia Topuria. So where do you rank Ilia Topuria amongst all of the guys you've faced?
So other than that, what should I be like? At least with when you were saying this with Yair Rodriguez, you were saying the kicks, the diversity in the kicks, the unorthodox style, like all these weapons. You could literally point out all these danger factors because he's shown you that. Now people are just trying to throw up random numbers. So like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's just funny. It's like people gonna be like, oh, I need to look at, oh, he's undefeated. You know what I mean? Like, what's a big threat? Maybe he's boxing. People could say boxing. Should I be worried about just a boxing style? I don't know, but and you could probably see in my face, I ain't worried. You know what I mean? Like again, everyone has a puncher's chance, and I'm always aware of that. I think the only way I ever lose in this division is someone catching me. You know what I mean? It's wrong to say lucky punch, but someone catching me, I think that's the only way anyone ever beats me. And that's the case with this one. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't showing me things that are other than some good hands that I need to be worried about. You know what I mean? But obviously you worry about it because, again, you've got the puncher's chance. But for me, like I said, pretty much every single time we fight, I make this look easy.